10 handicap, currently looking to get more distance out of the ball striking, increasing the ball speed. Also looking to turn a small fade into a small draw. Well, I believe the small fade into small draw can lead to more distance over a couple miles an hour in ball speed. But I like this move that you got here. It's a pretty decent setup, maybe a bit on your toes. Let me get back to that from the start. Yeah, if you're on your toes and a little bit leaning forward with the upper body, the hands can tend to hang a bit low, as your primary shaft plane line is more through your upper thigh, and I would like to see that line be more through your belt by having your body stand up a bit more, butt tucked back. Weight would be less on your toes from the starting position. But really not bad. If I keep your plane line where it is, maybe a bit more upright just to give you the benefit of the doubt with the camera angle, takeaway's still pretty good. If I go back one frame to see a near P2 position, yeah, club head is pretty square to closed, hands are right along the line, and the body is moving along with the club. So good movements there. Good movement to continue up to the top. Club begins to get slightly more upright as there is a beginning sight of a cupped left wrist, and that trail elbow is about to begin to fly. There it goes. So this combination of cupping the left wrist and disconnecting this trail elbow is going to lead to a more upright position and get you above the plane. I know I deleted that plane line, but I'll get it back right here. Snap up to the top, and we see, hey, I mean, it's not super far away from where you want to be, but if we just keep that line here and watch you try to drop it back down, you go a touch higher, that elbow is still away, does not really connect back into your body until you're about here. Now, notice how the club has gotten back to its path line, but your hands are not back on their path line. The hands are now closer to the ball. And when the hands get closer to the ball by, let's say, clean this up and just pay attention how close they are here with one solo line on your hands, back to impact. I'll go one more frame. That's all I got. I mean, your hands go that far away from your body because your hips have intruded as to where your hands were. And your hips have moved in because your butt has moved in. And the butt moves in because your spine stands up. So it is really back to the common, classic, early extension. You got to work this out by going pretty slow in your swing and getting a little bit more turned open this way through your impact with your hips rather than falling into your toes. And that way means a pull of your left pocket behind you will take that knee flex and begin to straighten your left knee a bit more out, pulling your left side and keeping your spine angle tilted more down to the ball. That will also give your hands and club more room to the inside as you transition down, but pretty lofty goals for that one. I think you can really just change your game very quickly with a better trail elbow and arm position at the top, not to mention that your left wrist could be a bit flatter to control that club face a bit more. But all in all, decent iron swing. He also submitted a driver, so let's take a look at this. Zoom in just a touch. And yeah, the camera is not great as you're not fully in the frame, but I can tell you a few things. Closed with the stance means you're trying to draw it. Essentially, you're aimed right, and if the camera is pointed more toward where your target would be, you just have to hope to get that face to close down and that your path will stay, well, inside of where the camera is. Your trail foot dropping back just should help your path try to stay a bit more inside. Let me get a bigger line there so we can see that better. Better starting position as you have more space and a little bit more upright spine here. Notice how those hands are going to cut through that belt position. Now you're going to take it away a little bit more upright. I know the camera is playing tricks with the angles here. As the lower the camera, the higher the hands are going to appear. So it could still be on that pretty good path. I know that face still looks pretty square. And I wouldn't say your hands are working way to the outside here. Clear that. Continue up to the top. Yeah, it's got to be more the same. Can't see your trail elbow, but it is high. Hands are somewhere up there. Not way too high, but still higher than what you want to be. And then let's try to see that club on the path on the way back down. Yeah, there's tracings of it. Just about on. Maybe a bit above that line coming down. But one frame right before impact. Yeah, that's a little close to the heel. And to no surprises, your hips have probably got you closer to the ball. Your weight is certainly on your toes, and your hands are pretty far away from your body. So work your hand path closer to your body by following the previous advice of the trail elbow in the downswing, as well as the hip and knee movements there. Good luck with your improvements. Sendaswing.com to upload your swing. Sendaswing.com.